Hello, my name is Dr. Melissa Horowitz, Director of the Eating Disorders and Weight Management Program and Co-Director of Clinical Training at the American Institute for Cognitive Therapy. Please visit our website at www.cognitivetherapynyc.com to learn more about our services. Today I'm going to be speaking about the importance of sleep, the costs and benefits in getting ample sleep, and tips in improving your sleep. We hear about the importance and benefit of getting a good night of sleep from our physicians and mental health providers alike. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention found approximately 7 to 19% of Americans are getting insufficient sleep, and there may be various reasons why this is occurring. For example, it may be due to a medical condition or psychiatric disorder, such as but not limited to anxiety, depression, bipolar disorder, or borderline personality disorder. It may be the result of a sleep disorder or substance misuse. It may be due to one or more chronic life stressors, such as work or family obligations, unemployment, long commute times, marital or social conflicts, financial problems, childcare issues, or shift work. It may be the result of experiencing one or more major life events, such as starting a new job, the loss of a loved one, relocating, or a change in living situation, being diagnosed with a medical condition, or undergoing surgery. Insufficient sleep is typically linked to daytime fatigue, mood disorders, memory delays or impairment, difficulty focusing, slowed response time, and difficulty with decision making and the use of good judgment. So, what is the function of sleep? Why is it so important? Well, sleep helps to regulate our emotions. It improves daytime alertness and performance in completing tasks. It consolidates memory, restores energy levels, and improves the body's ability to ward off physical ailments. How do you know if your sleep is insufficient? You can ask yourself the following questions. Do you have difficulty falling asleep? Do you wake multiple times during the night? If you do, are you often pacing, eating, watching television, playing games on your smartphone before returning to bed? Do you have difficulty waking in the morning? Do you frequently sleep through or constantly hit the snooze button? Do you wake in the early morning hours unable to fall back asleep? Do you feel refreshed after a full night's sleep? And how frequently are these sleep problems occurring for you? If you believe you may be experiencing insufficient sleep, here are 7 tips to improve the quality of your sleep. 1. Make sleep a priority. Sufficient sleep is just as important as taking a meeting with your boss, getting to the airport in time to board your flight for a vacation, getting your son or daughter to school on time, making healthy meals for yourself and your family, and participating in routine exercise. In the era of multitasking, sleep is one of the priorities that becomes reprioritized, which often means it gets trumped by something else. When sleep time is shortened on a daily or weekly basis by an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours or more, the lost sleep time is referred to as sleep debt. There is a false assumption that a person can make good on their sleep debt by catching up, such as taking afternoon naps or sleeping in on the weekends. In order to receive the benefits of sleep, make sleep a priority. 2. Say no to naps. Daytime naps may disrupt the sleep cycle. If you must nap, aim to keep naps to no more than 20 minutes and before 3 p.m. 3. Create a routine. The National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute recommend adults obtain 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night. This is a nomothetic perspective, meaning that it doesn't account for individual differences in sleep need. Some people require a bit more or less. The best way to know what is right for you is by developing a consistent sleep routine based on these recommendations. Decide what time you need to routinely wake up most days of the week, then count backwards from there to determine a reasonable bedtime. For example, if you wake up at 6 a.m. for work Monday through Friday, then aim to go to sleep at about 10:30 p.m. On the weekends, it is also important to stick with this sleep routine as closely as you can. 4. Winding down. Transitioning from the fast-paced day may require a wind-down period of anywhere between 30 minutes and 60 minutes before bed in which activities are less stimulating to the mind and body. This may include listening to calming or relaxing music, meditating, reading a book, or engaging in a pleasant discussion with a family member or friend. Try to avoid excessive exercise, large meals, or high-impact workouts, conflicts or arguments with others, or relying on all-nighters to get work or school projects complete to meet a deadline. 5. Adjust your thermostat. Pay attention to your sleep environment. Aim for a setting that is dark, free of noise, and cool in temperature. 6. Manage stress. Stress cannot always be avoided. In the face of stress, take charge. Write down your thoughts, emotions, and to-do lists. Set it aside for the next morning. Each time a stress-related thought enters your mind, write it down. This serves as a reminder that bedtime is for sleeping, not worrying about the next day. Additional methods of reducing bedtime-related stress may include planning for the following day, such as doing laundry, ironing, laying out your outfit, preparing lunch, making a schedule of activities for yourself and for the family members you're responsible for. 7. Challenge your negative bedtime thoughts. Focusing on negative bedtime thoughts such as, when will I fall asleep? What if I don't sleep? I'll be a walking disaster tomorrow. I'll never get a good night's sleep. Just because a thought enters one's mind doesn't mean it is accurate. By making an effort to rationally respond to these thoughts, it can increase the odds of falling asleep. So when these thoughts occur, a rational response could be, I will fall asleep when my mind and body is ready. If I don't sleep, I'll figure out a way to cope with being tired tomorrow. I've lost sleep before and wasn't a walking disaster. I was just more tired than usual. And if I'm concerned about future sleep, I can read self-help books or speak with a sleep specialist. By trying these tips, you may very well be on your way to a more restful and restorative night's sleep. But please know, not all sleepless nights will lead to chronic sleep deficiency or a sleep disorder. If you are concerned about the nature of your sleep patterns, it is best to consult with your medical doctor or mental health provider. These self-help tips are general guidelines and are not meant to replace a professional consultation and do not constitute treatment. This is Dr. Melissa Horowitz from the American Institute for Cognitive Therapy. To learn more about ways to improve your sleep, additional services we offer, or how to schedule an appointment, you can visit us at our website at www.cognitivetherapinyc.com.